Hello and welcome back. So in this application, so first of all, we'll be developing what application is a big basket application. Okay. So in the big basket application, there will be it's a full stack application, right? It's a so full stack means simple, which contains the front end as well as back end. So first we have to take care about the back end part, and then we'll take care about the front end part. Okay. So backend technologies goes to be Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB. And the front end technology is one that is Angular, and we are using Angular 12. Okay. So before we proceed with this application, first we need to set up the backend part, and then we'll test it. Okay, so here we have to design the REST API and database operations, the code operations and all we have to design first, and then we'll test it. And once the complete backend is tested properly and everything is working fine, then for that we'll be making the Angular front end part. I mean, which you have seen here is front end part. Okay, so behind this on backend server will be running and some API will be running. So till now we'll be using some APIs, like for example JSON placeholder API, and to fetch some contact data we have some URL. So those URLs and those APIs which are actually given by someone else, which is of some Google URLs. Okay, so now in this case this is our own application, so we have to develop our own API. Okay, so how can you develop your own API is this part here. Okay, so first of all, let's take backend setup. Okay, so for backend setup you have to create a Node.js or Express.js server and database operations. So first of all, in the backend setup, you must have to create everything from the scratch. So first of all, we need a package.json. So that is package.json using the command npm init hyphen s, and we also need a tsconfig file, tsconfig.json, because we will be developing the backend, the Node Express and MongoDB code using the TypeScript language. So for that we need a TypeScript configuration file, that is uh, tsc hyphen init. Okay, so that one. So once you have created, we need to install a set of packages for the backend. I mean, you have to install set of Node.js packages or libraries we need to install. So the list of libraries we'll be using here is CORS for cross-browser policy, and we also need Express for Express.js, and we need Mongoose for MongoDB. We need .env for environment variables, and Express validator for server-side form validation, and so cars express mongoose.env and express validator. I guess that's fine. Okay, so along with so this part, along with this, if you are using TypeScript you have to add a type definition library also. It's like types slash chords extra packages here, 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 and here. And we also need the last one is types slash node. Okay, the actual runtime. So these are the packages we need to install. The command goes to be, uh, can I write them here? So I'll copy, and you can actually edit something line operations and join. Yes. So let's say here npm install. Okay, so this is the whole command to install all these packages uh, in your folder location. And once it is done, we will start with the REST API configuration. REST API configuration. So REST API configuration, the sense we'll be making four types of operations. We'll be making the CORD operations. So for those CORD operations, we have to create the APIs. Okay, so how you create the APIs is CORD operation, right? So create, read, update, and delete. So let's start with the first one. Create a product. So I want to create a product. So for creation of products, what are the what is the URL and all? Okay, let's take the URL. So let's take the URL. I'll take http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 5000. I usually give 5000 as a port number for Express.js slash uh, API slash v1 slash products. Okay, API the version 1 and products. So this is the URL for me. And what is the method? What is the method for products creation is a post method of HTTP. And what are the fields required? Fields means when you see here, when you want to create a product, so this is the form. So in this form you fill in name, image, price, quantity, info, and create, right? So the moment you create, it will call the backend this particular API. Okay, so what are the fields you are required to send to the server is name, image, price, quantity, info. So let's say the name, image, price, quantity, info. Okay, these are all my fields. And anything else? I think that's fine. Okay, and access is public. All public as of now because we don't have a login system. So all are public URLs. We have a login system. You can also make them private URLs. Okay, so this is for a create product, and for update product. If you want to update a product, so the same thing slash colon product ID. The particular product ID you will be updating. So product ID, and this will be a put request and the same fields because update also same fields and public. Okay, and the next part, um, I say third one. So you want to access, right? See, I want to access all the products and display in a table format. So you want to get all the products. So just say get all the products. So you just say only up to here, and the request will be get request, and you don't need to provide any fields. So no fields required. Just get request for getting all the products from the backend. Next, if you want to get a single product, okay, so get a single product. So again, you have to provide a product ID, get request, and no form fields. This public. And the last one more operation we have to make. That is fifth one is for delete. So delete a product. So product ID same, and this is delete. Okay, you are providing ID to delete. Yeah, this is actually comes under your REST API configuration of the backend. Okay, so now we had a proper understanding of REST API configuration URLs, and we have packages. Lastly, we also need database configuration. So let's take that MongoDB configuration. Okay, so here I need a database. Let's say big basket, that's my database, and table. I'm using just one table, that is products table. Okay, and what are the fields required? So we have a fields, these things. So these fields, and along with this we also have underscore ID for unique ID of a product, and along with this we have created created it and updated it, just to maintain when it is created and updated information. Okay, done. So now we have a document ready for a backend setup. So now let's start with the backend setup practically now. Okay, let's see that in the next video.